welcome back to Khaotic. What the hell is our name? Hi guys, welcome back to Khaotic Vibes.
Episode 4. Today we're going to be ranking K-pop concepts. We have a tier list, which you should be able to see on the screen right now.
Yeah. 5 tiers.
So we have 4 plus 4 equals
8.
She is the moment. Then we have Hit or Miss, which is like a neutral tier. And then we have Not My Cup of Tea. And then we have Over It. Because some of these concepts been overdone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the first one that we have is Teen Crush.
Personally, I am over it actually. I'm no longer a teen. I'm over it. Like in secondary school, I was real limited. But then to me it became like overplayed. How long I was in Kpop? A few years, right?
Since
Like 10 years.
like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
After like 2 years, like I was over the teen crush kind of thing. Yeah. So for me, I'm over it.
For me, I would say nowadays, even though like I'm a young adult, I still kind of like Teen Crush. But the thing is, teen groups today are not really doing teen concepts. You know, like back in the day when like GOT7, like BTS, like Monsta X, when they debuted, like you could see the difference between their rookie era and like rookie stage and their like grown stage, you know. But now like when groups debut, it's just like everybody's just debuting grown, even though they're not grown in age, which is kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like companies kind of need to bring back Teen Crush with their teen groups. Like New Jeans are doing a good job, I would say.
But they still don't like teen crush.
Yeah, but they're not Teen Crush.
I feel like they're another category completely.
Yeah, but they're still staying true to their age, kind of. Certain songs, no, but yeah. I feel like some companies need to go back to that before trying to shove them into like the grown stuff.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
For me, it's like, I would probably do like Hit or Miss. Like, I think Teen Crush has its place for sure. And groups do Teen Crush well generally. But for me, it depends on the song more so than the concept for me would be Teen Crush. Like, if I'm gonna vibe with it, it kind of depends on the song more than the concept itself, yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. It's never been my cup of tea, really. Like, I'm not to say like I'm over it. To say I'm over it, even though that might be like our like 1 out of 5. To say I'm over it means I might have liked it at some point. It's never been my cup of tea. I like different kinds of concepts. Like even if it's still age appropriate for what they're doing, I've always liked something that's not like, oh yeah, you know, a high school crush. That's not what I go for. So like when 17 would have done it in their first 2 albums, it's like, yeah, okay, this concept is nice, but not really my cup of tea. Yeah.
You're more into like mature stuff, you would see.
Yeah.
So like,
Always happen.
since you like Mamamoo, I feel like you like Kiss of Life. Because they give very much that same energy.
I do.
Yeah.
For sure.
So where are we putting Miss Teen Crush?
I feel like
One of us have like a neutral kind of thing.
yeah, basically.
Hit or Miss?
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. Next we have Law.
Ooh.
Law is
Ooh.
4 plus 4 for
4
me.
plus 4.
Because
4
Law
plus
always
4.
is for me, always. Because
For y'all who don't know, actually, Law is basically like when a group has like a backstory or like a storyline that they like follow in their like concept or their music videos or their songs, like lyrics and stuff.
For example, BTS,
Yeah.
80s, and in hyphen.
Yeah.
TXT.
EXO also has a law too.
Yes.
So yeah,
I
law
think
that's
these
always
days-
lash.
Yeah, especially these days, they're really like investing into it, and it's paying off for me, honestly. Like, you feel like when you listen to an Hypen song and you know like the story, like,
Yeah.
it makes you feel the song more for me.
It gives off like an overall vibe,
Yeah.
especially for Hypen because of like the vampire, like Law. Like when you listen to like Give and Take and like the genre of these songs like Give and Take and Drunk Days, like Bite Me, like Fever, like the R&B. It just makes sense, you know?
I also like when you could like follow the storyline and like all their music videos just be connected. Even if the song is not so connected, the music videos, like, to me that's real interesting to watch. You could see something in one music video and realize, oh my gosh, that's connected to the last one, or that's why the last one didn't make sense because now they explain it in this video. Like, I really like that. I'm saying that though, Stray Kids also have a law. I know.
True.
Stray Kids also have a law.
They do.
So law that's always lashed to me.
I
like,
think it helps to like define a group sound.
Exactly.
Well.
Yeah.
That's really big.
Like make them unique.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like
I find law like this really difficult to follow.
It is difficult.
It is difficult.
I don't understand how
like
many
sometimes
times
you don't
Sometimes
understand, you know.
Sometimes there's be doing too much.
Yeah.
But it does add value for me.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
was
4 to
so
4.
confused with
4 4. 4 plus 4.
Because
I was so confused with BTS law at the start though. For BTS, I was like, what are you
I
going
think
on?
I'm
Like, who
positive that
died? Who didn't die?
I was able to follow BTS law because I went on Twitter and
They have people.
the people
was like,
were
going
like,
in, they were like
that's
doing
right.
trends.
I thought I was tripping.
I like what you said about sometimes the song doesn't match, but the music video does. Because that's the same thing that I noticed with Future Perfect. Like the song didn't match Vampires, but the music video was very much linked to their webtoon, the Dark Moon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Next.
Military.
Military.
Okay, so one of y'all explain what is this military thing?
It's like when they're wearing like military like uniforms, like NCT Boss, that kind of thing. EPEX also does a lot if you know EPEX. And like the music is kind of like grungy,
Okay.
kind of, or like really bassy
Bass and
and intense.
When I see this, I kind of think of Super M. 'Cause
yeah.
like how dropping
Yeah.
like in the music video, I like the helicopter. Who was diving on the
Or like
helicopter?
Navy.
I
Like,
can't remember. I can't even
military
remember, but I
adjacent.
remember that
Yeah.
that's also the helicopter thing. For me though, if we doing it with, say you gave an example just now with Super M, if we doing that, I would be like, she is the moment. But I find some other groups with considering bass and stuff like that, it could be a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Because
For me,
bass
like
is
military is
kind of-
definitely a hit or miss. Like I like it, but at the same time, sometimes it's more like they're going for hitting an aesthetic to get crowd response as opposed to matching it to the
Yeah, but
actual
if I'm,
song.
If I'm saying like with the songs are hit or miss. Sometimes I find basses, if you don't know how to do it well, certain beats and stuff is difficult to incorporate. So if you can't do it, like just don't do it.
Yeah.
If we're talking about outfitting, because military could also be with like visual, like outfitting. To me, outfitting, like you can't go wrong with military. You can't go wrong with uniforms.
Yeah.
So
I
like for
agree.
outfitting, she is the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the moment for me too.
It had those
I usually eat it up, I'm not gonna lie.
the outfits, right?
I like the outfits, but sometimes some companies choose to use the outfits when it doesn't even match the song.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, why are you doing this? Like, this doesn't match your static at all.
It made me confused about this. Like, am I not understanding the song?
Yeah. So,
Even if you have the subtitles, it's like, are the subtitles wrong?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
so for me, I'd say hit or miss. So you said,
Hit or miss if it's the song.
Okay, and you
Outfits
said-
is...
Hit or miss.
Okay.
okay.
I was gonna do she's the moment, but
Outfits is she's the
majority.
moment though.
Hello, mouse. Next is hip hop.
4 out of 4. 4 plus 4. I can't eat. It. That's it.
She ate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
For
mean,
me,
I
she
see
is the
majority.
moment
For me,
because
I wasn't going to say
I
she is the
feel like
moment.
a lot of, especially like rookie groups, like when they first start out and trying to find their sound, I feel like sometimes their company gives them hip hop concepts and
But
it's
that's not for them, though.
necessarily for them.
True.
Yeah. So, but I mean, when groups do it well, they do it really well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. To me, it's the same thing, and for,
for
the
me,
same
it's like a
reason.
4.5 out of
Like,
5.
she is the moment.
I have felt like it was like oversaturated, like too many people were doing it.
Sometimes I find people that classify hip hop and it's not even hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, that don't make sense.
for me, I'd say hit or miss because some groups do hip hop very well. For example, NCT, BTS, in my opinion, Blackpink,
I love what you said.
Monster X, God7, but some groups don't, and you can tell when it's inauthentic. That's the thing, right? Like
For sure.
groups like BTS, Rap Line, like Namjoon, and Sugar were underground rappers, right?
They know what hip hop is.
J.O. came into the company and learned under them.
But J.O. was a street dancer.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So, and that's a difference between a group debuting and all of these members are, let's say, not very experienced or have that knowledge
or
of like
from a
hip hop
background.
Yeah.
Some be like ballet dancers or
and then their company throws them into hip hop. It doesn't make sense to me, the listener. So I'm like kind of like
the listener could tell.
You could tell
the
the
listener
difference.
could tell when
You could tell the difference between a rapper who listens to hip hop and a rapper who's just given rap by the company.
Yes.
definitely.
So
For sure.
yeah, for me it's hit or miss.
You all have me like second guessing. So for
you know
me,
you have to think about it, right? Like,
for me, like when it works, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
When it doesn't work, I'm kind of here wondering, is
when
it...
it doesn't work, you could tell like something's wrong.
Unless it's one of your favorite and you're in denial about it, not, Which happens to all of us.
Yeah,
So at some point, yes.
She is the moment. For me, I don't want to...
I think the majority of she is the moment.
Yeah.
Because when it's done well, it's done
It's
well.
but like, it doesn't work for everybody. Some groups really are just not that.
I'm watching the screen like if I could see
Put
something.
it in focus for one time now. Just put it in.
Just
yeah.
put it out. Business.
I see you.
Business.
I will always hit. I will always be there. I will always be watching.
Like literally,
I'm tuned in. I'm stopped.
I can't think of a single group, boy group or girl group that does that CEO
I have
business
one.
thing.
The concept thing.
So does it?
Who is it?
SF9.
Okay,
Those
I don't.
men.
I literally.
Wait, you've never seen like one of these?
I
Like-
have.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of a single
so
group that
that's
like
it.
has done it. And I
Doesn't
didn't
No,
know
they
like.
do.
That
Oh,
doesn't
I
matter.
actually,
They are
you crazy.
They are the
Exactly.
embodiment.
Finish your sentence. What do you say?
Exactly. I haven't seen a single group, boy group or girl group that hasn't ate
Right.
with this
Yeah, okay,
concept.
yeah.
And you come and say SF9.
like,
No.
I just remember they didn't do it.
No,
good.
Exactly.
I'm trying to say they're the embodiment of this concept
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
first of all 9 members. Yes, I still include Maroon as a SF9 member, right? All 9 of them are fine model men, right? Them in suits. All I have to say is go and look up their Kingdom intro performance in episode 1. That's all I have to say.
Never say no on it. You could never go wrong with a suit and tie.
Yeah.
You could never go wrong.
Even when what you do, like, y'all don't hate me, I'm gonna do it again, okay? Even like if you take in Mamamoo performances, yes, I'm going there, okay?
I know where you're going.
Mamamoo performances with them in suits, and they have like different variations of them in suits. So like there's we in like in like a crop shirt suit.
I understand.
Moonbird who has a full blown suit that just looks scrumptious.
Yo, Moonbird and suits to be like,
Listen.
That
Listen.
woman.
So like even when I'm so excited, my blanket. So even when it's done by a girl group and they do it like and they kind of like feminize what the suit
It
is,
looks good.
it still looks good. And it I don't think I've ever seen like it not match it. They always like any group I've seen that does like a suit, their performances always match what they give. Even if the song is a little bit softer than that. Yeah.
Like I remember that Mamamoo performance. I think it was at Golden Disc Awards where like Sola had short hair, she had frizz cut her hair. They looked so good. Those outfits, yeah.
Don't get me started.
I personally think men should wear suits all the time.
Yeah, it has something
Agreed.
called
I
the
don't know
suit
why they
effect.
don't. It
does. Yeah.
The suit effect is an actual thing.
I look forward to awards show season because they wear
Suits, right?
to the awards.
Sure.
Same.
Okay, so next is Mafia concept.
You excited to speak about BAP?
Listen. That's why I say who doing the Mafia concept.
So
Because
you're saying it depends on who does it.
It depends on who does it.
First of all, it needs to be
I
one
don't
man.
think anybody who minus the controversy, okay, I do not support anybody who was in controversy. If you know BAP, you know what I'm speaking about. But I've never seen there's groups that did it well, but I've never seen a group do like Mafia as well as BAP.
Because they like stuck to
They
that.
yeah, I've never
They did
seen
100%.
like I should take you all down a rabbit hole. If y'all might not stand them, but y'all will see what I'm speaking about. I'll take you all down the rabbit hole because their mafia concept also goes into law.
Right,
So
yeah.
it has that pairing. Like I've never seen a group dedicated to it. EXO does it well too. And not in all their music videos, but like EXO does it well too. But then have certain groups who really like they don't fit the mafia.
Exodus and what and oh god, what's the name of that song?
I know
Live
it's talking
Six
about.
Chateau, why?
Yeah.
Lotto.
Yes, Lotto. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only groups I can think of are ITZY and
Yeah.
Mafia in the Morning. I like that comeback a lot.
But to me, was it really mafia?
Mafia in the Morning.
Yeah, but to me, was it really mafia?
Yeah. No.
It was more based on the Mafia, the game. The second group I would say is the Boys. Their Steal or Comeback. Chef's
Ooh,
Kiss.
that was really good.
It was really, really good.
That was really, 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 really good.
Outfits,
That was really good.
music video.
That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a hit. That could be an 8 too. Well,
It's not my
Yeah.
cup of tea, I'll be very honest. I've seen too many misses. Like y'all could name 3 groups specifically, but there are a million
that's what I
groups.
said. It's some
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
forgettable though. Like others who tried to do the mafia, it's forgettable because
Yeah.
they didn't hit it.
So like it's
So
nice
here's some.
if it works, but it's not my cup of tea because I've seen more not works than works. Yeah.
hit or miss. But I'll take you all down that BAP rabbit hole.
Whenever I think BAP,
I mean, like,
think of the
I mean,
music
like,
video
the
and they're
ones on
shooting
everything.
each other.
Exactly.
Like they literally like.
And then it had like the
It's
pauses
serious.
for the storyline, and then this woman get kidnapped, the woman and then they find she behind the dumpster. Sorry, full of my mouth.
This
Yeah.
is giving very much Rihanna.
Yeah.
BBHMM. Or M. Yeah.
It's like legit. It's
Yeah,
serious.
and then they find the woman behind the dumpster, and she was dead, and then he was like, because he wanted to come out of the mafia or something along the line. It was so good. It was like a movie.
It's like BTS, I need you level of commitment and production.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I was like invested.
Oh, I can see this one. This one
can see
is
this one.
yeah. I saw Mafia clearly.
I
too.
still can't see
But
it.
this one it says school.
Yes.
Oh, preppy.
So
Yeah.
like it's like
Academic.
like the preppy kind of look that.
School uniform.
Yeah,
School
school
uniform.
uniform.
School life
Yeah.
in general.
And the music videos could be with them in a school and just
Oh, this is
kind
my
of stuff,
crush,
yeah.
and he trying to get the girl's attention.
Yeah.
And blah 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 blah. School uniforms, everything.
Yeah.
She is the moment, honestly.
I do love her.
Honestly.
Okay,
No,
so
because-
outfitting, she's the moment. Like, for me, I love a schoolgirl outfits. But the storyline, how you were saying like in the school and it's my crush, and then they're trying to like hide from the crush, and the friends trying to get them to talk. That's not my cup of tea. Like that is too,
No, I
to
love
me
it,
it's
'cause,
too
like,
elementary for me.
No, because even when it's done, like in I don't remember the name of the song, but it's a BTS song. Even when
Oh,
it's
Boy
done,
in Love.
yeah. Even when it's
Yeah,
done
that
in
was
like
the-
a different kind of, and even when it's done like a different kind of genre instead of like a soft song, it's still good.
Yeah, but the thing is, so for that, I wasn't even thinking BTS. You know, I love BTS. BTS is my old group, but I would have put that in a different category just because they're in school uniforms. I don't.
No, but they were fully in school.
Yeah,
trying
but,
to get
but
their
and,
consent.
and that
Still,
was their
different law.
concept too. For that
Yeah,
particular
yeah.
song, that was their
It
concept.
was the name of the album was
That's
School
true,
Love Affair.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
So-
I still wouldn't clap. I don't know why, because I think the music, I would put it in hip hop because that's when BTS was in their full hip hop phase.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about like the whole concept, not just.
But if it's the whole concept, I love it.
She is the moment
She
because
is the
it
moment.
works. Especially when like groups maintain it for like the entire album. Yeah, I might have New Jeans album
I find it too pretty preppy.
was
Hype,
like
right?
yeah,
Mm.
it was for me. The High Boy.
I'm sorry, like
It was a progression
it
of
was
a, of
it
like,
was
of like a
Polish music.
school.
There's an actual album.
Which one?
Okay,
Yeah.
it's an actual album. It
Is
has
that a
songs
mini
on
album?
that. Sorry, no, I
Is
just
that a mini album?
They
You
have.
just
I thought it's just
Let
boy.
me check. No, there's Attention is on it as well.
Yeah, I think it's a mini. I think it's considered a mini album.
Okay.
Or it could be a single album. I'm not sure.
But yeah, that for sure.
Sorry, let me just play this song.
For sure, it works for
Yeah,
me.
there's 4 songs in it.
It's
Yeah.
it's an album.
It's high. It's a mini album.
It's
High boy,
Attention.
attention,
Yeah. Cookie
cookie,
and
and hoot.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
You
still
can
just
this
like.
house, this is us.
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
Yeah.
But like when I think of school, as I said, I wasn't thinking of the BTS because I would just classify that under hip hop, although there
What
wasn't
do you
full
think
school
when you think
uniform.
like school uniform?
When I think of school uniform, I'm thinking of like preppy and bright songs now. That's the first thing that has come to my mind, although I know that is not all there is to it. But when I think about it, that's what I think about, and
Astro
that is not
Confession.
my cup of tea. Astro,
For
I just
me-
love Astro. so
I
yeah.
am over it.
You
I
over
have
it. I just
loved
like
school uniform
not my cup
concepts
of tea.
in the past. I think groups do it well when they do it well, you know. Like TXT Runaway, like I Eat Runaway. Done. Okay?
Yeah, I love that song.
And Hypen is currently doing it with their storyline and everything. Like, it's good. It does what it has to do. It has its place for me. But, like, I just think we can do other things now.
But the thing is though, for all of that,
For me, it's kind of like been there, done that, you know.
but the thing is though, for all of that, the school uniform doesn't really add into it because say for like in Hypen and stuff like that, if you take off the school uniform and just put them in suits or something, it's not going to make a difference.
Right, but I just
And
mean,
with the
like,
Astro, it's not going to make it, to me, like,
for
because
Astro
they could take it
Confession,
off.
I'm talking
Well, yeah,
about.
okay.
That
yeah.
was like definitely school uniform because they wore school uniforms for the entire thing and it was very
But for me, once you could, if you take out the,
over it.
if you take out
Over
the
it,
school
for me.
uniform and nothing
But that's just like
loses,
specifically to Hypen.
For me,
But for me, I'm just kind of like,
over it.
like I've seen it, like there aren't even like that many variations in uniforms now. So at this point in my K-pop career,
It's a
I'm
career.
over it.
We should put out another resume.
for me, I love a school concept. I feel like it's a rite of passage for a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Yeah.
if you don't do that in your rookie years, you're really missing out.
Yeah,
Because, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just like, it's like youthful.
Yeah, it's definitely a stop on the path.
Yeah, however, if you are debuting as an adult, that changes
That could
things.
be kind of painful for you.
Yeah, you know, because, like,
I
why would
think
you.
if the majority of the group is adults, then maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
but
really
if-
do the school uniforms. You can do college. That's fine.
yeah,
Nobody's in college these days. Do college.
true. But if the group is young, I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think, you know, like,
I'm not against it by any means.
yeah, they should at least once in their career do it.
Y'all are just haters.
I'm not against it. I'm just saying that it's been a bit oversaturated for me.
I don't know. Like maybe
For
I'm
me,
just
who
still
stand
stuck in
Astro
it.
when Confession, I stand Astro from debut and Confession was their second comeback, their third album, and they wore uniforms for the entire thing. Every single music show, they're in uniform.
What was the title
For
track?
Confession.
I don't
It was
know.
very early. It was in 2016 when they debuted.
I'm thinking
And
of
they're
like
just different
17 and
colors.
stuff.
And I was like, okay, thank you very much. I get it. I
In
really
their
do.
early years.
Yeah, like it works. It works. Maybe it doesn't work. So here's the thing, right? You're talking about like newer generation groups. I'm just thinking of like third gen. I'm not
Yeah,
thinking
me
any.
too.
I'm not
Me
thinking
too.
any.
I'm thinking
fourth gen
17
groups.
Right,
months,
yeah.
eh?
No,
I'm
but
thinking
even then
Blackpink
too,
as if it's
That
your
wasn't my
last.
cup of tea. Even then though, because 17 is also one of my old groups and stuff like that. I just like 17 because I like 17. I don't think they could. I'm in this. I'm not in this field because if they do wrong, they do wrong. But like in music, they could do no wrong to me. So like I don't care if they, to me it doesn't add anything.
So where would we put school then? Because Cyan and I like it.
I feel like it might be a hit
You
or
can
miss.
put it on.
Like overall.
Hit or miss? Okay. I have a lot of hit or miss way.
That's the thing. Some of these concepts they work for who it works for.
If it don't work for you, it don't work for you.
And it's
Nah.
not, and it doesn't take away from the comeback.
She needs a moment because she needs to be human sometimes. Even though I said that it's not it for me anymore.
Okay.
You can
Okay, let's
exclude,
leave it there. Let's
you
leave
can
it there.
exclude Chris and I and put it as shit a moment though.
Because when I was
Because you all
younger,
have good
it
arguments
was
about
the
it though.
moment.
And to me, it's not that I don't think it's good. It's just never been for me. So she could be the moment.
That's
could be the moment.
Here's the thing with Chris's argument. It's no longer her cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's never been her cup of tea. So she is the moment.
Okay. Anyways, next one is Dreamy K-pop. So I initially came up with this concept. Not like I came up with the concept. Yeah, not like that. I mean, when we were brainstorming. Yeah. But like when I was like thinking about this, I was thinking about like more like G Friend or like Bull 4. That duo.
Oh my gosh, not long I haven't heard a Bull 4.
Yeah.
Kind of like soft songs.
Like IU, those kinds of songs. So for me, I really enjoyed G Friend. Even though a lot of people said that a lot of their music sounded the same, I enjoyed that genre a lot. So I would say I like this genre. It's a nice break from listening to hardcore K-pop all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes you just need some like chill K-pop music, you know, like sometimes on a rainy day or when you're feeling sad, you know. Or when you're feeling sad or like anything. I love a G Friend song. So I would say she is the moment.
She is the moment for me too, because like if I think of like the groups that you have named, IU, she's one of my favorite soloists, solo artists. She does it really, really well. Like the majority of her discography is like Bold 4 has amazing songs. So check them out if you don't know them. Yeah, she is the moment. I can't think of like a group that has like missed it.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't think of a group that's missed it.
Like if you do it, like it usually sounds good.
Particularly when that's what they do, as opposed to like they are dreamy and they have like a one-off hip hop song. That's the only thing. That's the only way I've encountered Dreamy. I've never had like, oh, I kept NCT Dream. No, because like NCT Dream, they started off kind of like that, maybe more like preppy, and then they shifted to more hip hop like songs. Except for NCT Dream, I can't think of any group that like group or solo artist that does it and doesn't do it well. Or doesn't switch.
I don't have no opinion on this one though, because in a way that no, I'm not really into it. You see how
so it's not your cup of tea?
I wouldn't even say it's not my cup of tea. I'm just not interested. Like if I listen to it and it's nice, yeah, I could listen to it, but that still doesn't mean like it's a hit or miss, because I can't really say it's a hit or miss if I don't listen to it often to compare it to anything. I can't say she's the moment, because when I listen to it I like it, but that doesn't mean that oh my gosh there's otherworldly and stuff like that. I can't say over it and I can't say not my cup of tea, because when it's nice, it's nice. You see how you said like when you want to get a break from like what I listen to is OSTs. Could OSTs be a part of Dreamy?
Yeah,
slow
I would say
ballads.
so. Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, yeah, then she would be the moment, because like I love a slow ballad OST.
You should listen to Lee.
Yeah, you should.
Of course I do. Didn't you hear me do a cover of one of her songs?
No.
Huh? When?
I did a cover of one of her songs and I sang it in I sang it in a dance practice that none of y'all were part of.
Yeah, you should do it again.
Yeah.
I really like Lehigh.
Which song?
Not only, but the one before that.
Breathe?
Hold on. It's the only Lehigh song that's regularly played in my YouTube playlist. I love Only, but it's not Only.
She has a great voice.
She has an amazing voice. When I found her, it's the song where in the music video she's an angel looking after like this little girl who seems suicidal.
Oh my god.
Why did that remind me of God Someone's Miracle music video when the girl died? But anyways.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're talking about OSTs though, back to the point, yeah, she is the moment. I like it.
Christine?
She is the moment. Let's be
Applause. Next we have Girl Crush.
I'm over it.
Not my cup of tea. It was never my cup of tea.
It was never my cup of tea. That's why I have to say over it. Like the first time I've ever seen a girl crush, it's like
I've never seen a girl crush. To me, that is like girl crush.
So, give me like examples of girl
To
crush
me, I
that
feel
really
like
did.
Everglow.
Just do Girl Crush.
Everglow is girl crush.
Everglow is definitely good girl crush, but
Itzy Aspo.
I stand neither Everglow nor Itzy.
That's why it's a girl crush.
I feel like companies just default
Like
to Girl Crush when
Savage
they don't
and-
have anything else that's
So like this
That's
girl crush like
groundbreaking.
badass, like
No.
they coming off like that.
Like Wiki Mickey is kind of girl crush.
True. Well, they were like
supposed to
teen
be
crush
a-
going into girl crush.
Like what
I
is it?
find.
My heart's supposed
Like
to
Maybe
be
I don't like a girl
might-
crush was
might be
definitely
considered.
teen crush.
It's to me,
In the
always seem
context of
forced.
K-pop.
In the concept of K-pop, it's always seem forced. Like I could tell, like
Yeah.
for me, like when I'm watching on the screen and I'm watching the music video, I could tell that is not them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
That's
why
a
to me it's-
deeper conversation.
Yeah, that's a deeper conversation. But that is why it's not my cup of tea. I am a type of person like when I'm watching that's why I love law so much and stuff like that. When I'm watching a music video, I'm supposed to like connect with it, feel something about it. I don't want to watch it and you feel I'm looking at the person and I could tell they feeling uncomfortable, or I could tell that this is not them. Or I
Yeah.
could tell that they don't want to play this role, or they will fit something else. If it looks fake, I don't like particularly like it. The song could be good, but like yeah.
I would say a girl crush really like became popular again like after I don't want after Blackpink, but just because only because they were successful with it in their debut, and other companies saw that, and they were like,
I agree.
Yeah.
They this YG group, they bringing this back because
Yeah.
before that it was more like the softest sounding K-pop girl groups like Lovelyz or like WJSN or like those kinds of things like G-Friend. So like Blackpink kind of brought back the 21 kind of sound, and then all the other companies was like, well, I had to respond to that with all these other girl groups, and then they had like
had to
Everglow, ITZY, aespa, like yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
And that was like the basis.
And I think that's why it comes
the
off as
starting
forced
point.
though, because like
Yeah.
they see the success with it again, and then they just want everybody to be a part of it. But like you can't be working with members and knowing these people and then pushing them to do a role that they cannot do. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, like
Yeah.
if they cannot like exude that girl crush, don't get them another concept. Let them be dreamy. Let them be something else. Like
And
there's so many concepts in the world.
I feel like that's what Hype did with New Jeans. Even though they were so young, they could have gone the girl crush route, like they did with the Seraphim. But they chose to do like fresh, like 2010s, like Y2K music, to make themselves like stand out of the other groups. And look at them now, like one of the top 5th gen groups. So.
But yeah, so that is what you always say about it.
I would say I'm over it, honestly.
Over it. I really am over it. I've been over it every single group I think of. Mamamoo does it, but Mamamoo does it now. I don't think they started off doing it either.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
I would like to mention the Concept Kings Vix. These people here might not be too knowledgeable. on
Yes.
this.
I know
I
I'm
only know-
Shangri-La, and that's enough.
Yeah.
Like to know that they hit that, they did that.
Because throughout their entire career, Vix always like switched up their concept, but they kept it. Kind of like on the fantasy side, like a lot of their concepts and storylines were like with like mythical creatures and like myths and stuff, and they would just eat it up every single time. And now that they're gone, I think, in my humble opinion, in my humble, very biased opinion, that TXT is they're the concept princes, you know? I
That's
think
true.
they're doing really well right now with like switching their concepts throughout their career and like progressing. Their progression is going really well.
Their last album did not do it. Sorry, every time I say that I give it.
So to kind of riff off of that, I think that there are like only certain groups that know how to like switch their concepts well, or maybe like companies, because they make the decisions, that know how to switch their concepts, because it also has to do for me with like having an identifiable sound. Like, you know, a TXT song, when you hear one, even though like each of their title tracks sound different and they're a different concept. So like when you switch concepts, I think you should still be able to know the group song. And I think where a lot of groups fall short when they switch concepts is that they didn't really own like the previous concepts, because there are some groups that would debut with one concept and then totally switch it, and then the public reception is totally different. And I think that has to do with a lot of them like forming their own identity in the concept first before they switch. And I think TXT does a really good job. It also has to do with like just how well they can perform and kind of like act in the concept. And then it's just seamless with TXT, and it's kind of sad for me when groups change their concept and then they don't get the kind of reception that they got previously. It really pains me.
Especially when it's a group you like.
Yeah.
That was me with.
But I can be self-aware and admit that it's because like they haven't found their own signature to add to the concept or to the song that makes it
That's true.
like attention grabbing.
That's true.
I was like me with ITZY. Like, I'm an ITZY stan. But like, they had my attention all the way to local. And then a lot of people say this. When they released Sneakers, it was just like so unexpected.
It wasn't them though.
It's not their fault. You know, it's the company, but it was so unexpected. It didn't really match the ITZY sound that we were used to. So like I feel like from there, like their like audience kind of shrunk, which makes me sad. But like I think they're kind of working back up to their momentum, hopefully, with this new comeback. They're coming back on Monday, guys. Well, you're all seeing this on Wednesday. So yeah. By the time this is out, their comeback will be out. So yes, watch ITZY's Untouchable. Yeah. But yeah, their concept was basically like, I love myself, I accept myself who I am, and I feel like with Sneakers, what does sneaker have to do with accepting yourself? But you know, JYP, right?
JYP.
So what do we expect, right? Anyhow, I'm so bitter.
I can't think of like any group that I stand that has switched concepts in a way that like was a shocker for me.
Mamamoo.
No, it wasn't a shocker because
Mamamoo
like
just gradually went in.
they gradually became more they gradually mixed their actual personality with their stage presence, so that anybody who's a Mamamoo stan, they went from, oh yeah, I'm cutesy, to, well, my voice actually sounds like this, and this is the way that I want to sound. Like, if anybody has ever stan Moonbyul in their life, then Moonbyul went from wearing heels in her performances to the only kind of heels she wears when she's doing a throwback performance.
And you know
She
what I like about
dresses
Mamamoo
comfortably.
though?
Yeah.
What I like about them is that it wasn't abrupt. They didn't just drop it on them. Like
Exactly.
it was gradual, especially for that Myeonbyeol with the heels thing. Like it was gradual, because to me it looked like, if you go back, it looks like she was shrinking the heels. Like it's like
she went from wearing 6-inch heels to wearing 5-inch heels to sometimes wearing booted boots with heels and stuff
with
like
their
that.
sound, like you could tell that they went from a high and then they gradually went into like, okay, well, this is how my voice sounds, but I'm not just going to go from high and deep to like throw you all off. I'm going to like to
and
me, like if you
listen
don't
to
know
their discography, like
Exactly.
not just them, the group of them with their with their solo songs, they all went from, this is what my company wanted me to portray, to this is what I want to produce.
It looks, if anything, it looks like they were just maturing.
It
I just matured.
If you were like with the group from early on in their career, it would literally feel like, oh yeah, I saw these girls grow, not just like I saw them grow in watching their behind the scenes stuff and whatever else videos do, but also their sound. They've gotten so good at sounding good on stage, and they've always sounded good on stage, but sounding just like them on stage. When Hwasa performs a song that's close to her heart, whew, you just feel it. Anyway, before I go on a tangent again.
BTS also actually changed up their concept. Because from School Love Affair and even before, they had one thing going for them. Like they were heavily hip hop, and this is how, like, even their looks, not just the song, even from down to their look and everything, it was one thing. But then they also didn't just like cut it off to make a fan be like push back, like, okay, what is going on? Like you could gradually see them to, like from the makeup being too heavy to them it just go, like you could see it looked like they were growing, because from
the eyeliner.
But
I feel
like
it's just like Mamamoo,
it wasn't just
like
abruptly taken off. Like you could, like if you look back, it didn't be thrown off. Like you're looking at them one day with eyeliner, and then the next day it was, they did it gradually, and their sound grew, their visuals grew to who they wanted to be. Like I think before they had just like I wouldn't say a misconception, but before you could tell that they wanted to be a hip hop. A lot of the members came from a hip hop background, but like I think the company or even them just felt that okay, I need to do this. I need to do this hip hop. Like they had to find exactly
to be a hip hop group.
They had to find themselves, and I'm glad that Big Hit and we call him Daddy, Daddy, but
Daddy.
like Bang PD.
Daddy,
liked
Big Daddy, Bang PD.
I like that he allowed them to grow. He allowed them to have opinions in their music. He allowed them to be who they wanted to be, and I think after I Need You and that whole concept, like they just, to me that's when they found themselves. Like after I Need You, they said okay, it's like I'm comfortable now. This is what I want to do, and then after that, they just went to stardom. Like
Yeah.
But looking back on BTS, it was just I like the growth. I wasn't
I feel like
off
all
puts.
the groups I stand, 17 and GOT7 in
With
particular.
17 too.
Those
Like
like
seven.
like, but so like in GOT7's case, they fought to be able to have their own touch in their music and their albums as opposed to always producing what the company wanted, and I really appreciate that as a fan.
They have to fight so hard.
Yeah,
against
but like
JYP.
17, the way that Woozy has grown as a producer and how it like
Yeah.
shows in their music, I love that. But I feel like we're straying away from just concepts now.
No, but the thing is though, the concepts did change though.
Yeah.
The song changed, the concept
What
changed.
concept
But
is
it
17
wasn't-
currently on? Because I'm loving it.
Yeah.
They have two concepts, honestly.
Being
like,
famous.
not having a single bad song.
Wink.
But like I feel like they have two concepts. They have their like hype,
Kind of like
like
Red Velvet. Like they have
Yeah.
like hype songs.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
they
they
have
have like their
But,
slow.
like flowers.
they always say that 17's core is the bright music. They always say that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that they still hold on to that. Like even with like World or Darling, like those are recent songs. But, like it's very reminiscent of like the early stuff like Pretty You.
You all we should listen
Mansi.
to Darling after
No,
this.
but and
Agreed.
it goes back to what Chris was saying too when she was like, they own it. Like if you change a concept, you own it. All the groups that we spoke about so far, they have owned their concepts.
Even if
Like
they look back now and they cringe,
Yeah.
they cringe about it because I mean,
But
who
they
wants to
own
look
it.
back at Arm's history?
yeah, but he owned that though. Like you knew RM by that. Nobody else could have done that though.
We don't speak of it.
Rap Monster forever.
Like they own that. That was
Yeah.
that was them.
Like you kind of need to be authentic in it. Yeah. And master the concept. Like
And
if
he
you're just
mastered
kind of
it.
doing it superficially and
Yeah.
you do
But
another
he
concept
mastered it.
superficially, like what are you really doing?
Like you wouldn't tell that he didn't really like it until he spoke about it, or like it didn't, or he didn't
But I
really
feel
like
like
his name until he spoke about
all
it.
groups have to go
and
through
stuff
that
like that.
period of like not really liking the particular concept they were
Yeah,
going
but like
for.
they owned it.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't tell that they didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you couldn't like
Yeah.
if you like after the fact and you listen to them speak and stuff like that. And I don't even think if you go back to it and you talk about BTS or you hear BTS speak, it's not like they didn't like their
It's
song
just
in
that
the
now
past.
looking back, they're like, oh,
It's
I don't really
different.
like that concept right now because it makes
Yeah.
you feel cringy about past stuff.
Yeah, and like the whole, it even goes down to his name, the whole Rap Monster name.
The whole development from it.
And exactly, so. But he owned it at that point in time too because like Rap Monster was Rap Monster. He owned that.
Exactly. He embodied that.
And now he's owning the
RM.
RM.
You know?
So, yeah.
One group though that is so core to their concept.
80s.
True.
Okay.
But
thought you
But
were
it
saying-
is also law, and we've already discussed law.
Yeah.
But NCT. You see Neo's just bleed green. Like you can't tell me
You sound
NCT.
like a curiosity boy right now.
That's scary to think
No,
about.
it is kind of cultish in that way.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it is
it
cultish
is.
in that
The
way.
neo cult is real because like they have their own genre of
Yeah.
neo music. Like
You could tell
Fact
an
Check
NCT
was
song.
like the most normal song in NCT 127
Thank-
song I've played in a
exactly.
long time.
You could
Like-
tell an NCT song though. You could tell
like
an NCT
ISTJ
song.
by NCT Dream. You have Chain by NCT 127. You have what else? Okay by NCT U. You have Take Off by Wavy. Like,
You know an NCT
These
song when you hear
songs.
it.
You know an
You know an
NCT
NCT
You just
instrumental
know.
when you hear an NCT instrumental. You know.
yeah, like the concept is just NCT. They are their own
Yeah, that's
concept.
their
Yeah,
concept.
like groups that
They are
like
their
made their
concept.
concept
Yeah.
into their sound.
NCT is an NCT.
And Steve on that Monster X kind of like Monster X has always been mature. Like they never
True.
did anything. Like they have light songs, but they're not like
You know a Monster
they don't.
X rap
There
when you
isn't
hear
like
a
a Monster X
rap.
yeah like in like the Teen Crush. There's no Monster X Teen Crush like
No.
song.
We didn't even
Right.
speak about Monster X when you talk about Mafia, Love Killer.
Like Monster X.
Yeah.
Don't even get
wow.
it started
Mature
on Love
since
Killer.
debut, and it
Yeah.
works for them. It's their song.
Right?
It's their
No,
song
so
now.
yeah,
That
Monster
room
X is another
for
one with
one
like
Mm-hmm.
Monster X is a Monster X.
80s now. 80s now. No, their concept is 80s. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80s concept.
And like you kind of like find your own niche. Like that's where I guess you could say the company comes in actually doing their job. Like they found a niche for 80s to own.
And
They
Hyphen
found a
concept
niche
is
for
in
Monster
Hyphen
X to
also.
own. And their Starship Entertainment. Can you please help Gravity find their niche?
Oh my gosh.
Thanks. Because you did it with Monster X, you can do it with Gravity. Thanks. Right. I
Yeah.
stand Gravity. I'm only speaking on groups that I stand, and I can speak about knowing their progression in their career. Okay. Right, so I'm not hating
I
on
think
Gravity. I love Gravity a lot.
Gravity is stuck in a
They don't-
loop.
Yes.
Gravity is stuck in a
Yes.
loop right now. It's
Because
just-
they keep switching concepts back and forth.
Yeah.
Like Starship can't decide like what they want them to sound like, and it's
And that's
pissing
hard for me
off.
because I also stand Gravity, but it's hard for me to like, ooh,
And, like, the
because I
songs
don't
are
know,
good,
I don't know what's going
but
on.
you need to help them find their identity, please.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
Take their own input, because you know Alan and Sam have the talent. Yeah,
For themselves.
actually did a good job of their progression as well, like from the teen crush into like
True.
college crush.
I agree.
Into like being adults.
I agree. Because
Yeah.
like you go from like hide and seek
Mm-hmm.
to
And like
all
they just
night.
get older and older. Yeah.
Woo! Like all night, Christine.
Yeah, it's my favorite
Knock,
Astro album. Yeah, yeah.
knock, knock,
Yeah,
knock.
the progression was really good. That's the one thing Montaggio did right. Nothing else.
Astro, I
They didn't
love
do
Astro.
Anything
so much.
else right,
Yeah, oh my
but they
gosh.
did the concept progression.
Yeah. We did our Astro comeback ASAP. Yes.
Guys, this is the end of our episode. Please tell us what your own categories would be for some of these groups that we suggested. Not groups, sorry.
Concept.
Concepts that we
Concept.
suggested. Like
What's your favorite
what
concept?
can-
what's your favorite concept?
What
Where would you
What
place
ate?
them?
What ate for you, but didn't ate for us?
Okay. But it is.